What's going on? This is Greg. Greg said it. We back again with a new. I swear these people they stay giving you content. I wonder if they all in on it or what. Like, I guess it's just entertainment. But I guess the new thing now is to poke the buff. They call it poking the bear, but I call it poking the buff. The new thing is to talk junk to Coach Prime. And it's not new. We seen it at Jackson State a little bit with the coach from Alabama State. And it didn't work out too well for him at his homecoming. But he had some real hate. And I'm not the one to do this, but it seems like to me it'd be his own people. You know, everybody talk about your people looking out. I don't did enough videos on the hate on Coach Prime, how it's helping his people. Well, now one of his people, yes, Colorado State, one of his people, a coach, what they call a black coach, called the man out on some personal stuff, like how he, you know, something about it, how his mama raised him to take his glasses off in the hood. Now, as far as I've seen, Coach Prime said nothing but positive things about this guy. Never said anything negative. You know, he acknowledged the guy, you know, it's going to be a good game, even though he know he's going to beat the mess out the guy. He's not talking junk. And the guy make a comment personal, like, do you want the butt whipping? It don't work mentally. I mean, why do you keep giving these people ammunition? I would think you would want them to take you lightly. You're a glutton for pain. You should have been what they call, this is supposed to be a setup game, fallout game, whatever kind of game. They really don't need the game. It's not a conference game. You want to catch them slipping, right? They beat everybody, did more than everybody expected, probably won more games than most people thought. The games that they expected them to lose, they've won. They actually expected them to beat you, Colorado State. I believe. You're not Power 5. You really don't have the best record even against the worst Colorado teams. You're going against an on-fire team, college game day, big noon. Everybody's watching. And you want to stir up a butt whipping. Some people just, they love to be a victim. Why would you want to make them want to play you? I mean, they got a big game coming up next 2 weeks. You're supposed to want to sneak in on them, be on the good side. But instead, you want to talk about the coach. And his son's the quarterback. It ain't worked out too good the last couple of times people disrespected their quarterback and his dad. You're giving them a reason to whoop you. They're already going to whoop you. Now they're going to whoop you. And then they're going to put the reserves in, and then they're going to whoop you. And then they're going to put those reserves in. They're going to whoop you too, watch. They're going to whoop you anyway. But now you just really gave them a little, and you're nobody, you know, you're not nobody threatening them. On their worst day, they can beat you bad. On their worst day. Like Nebraska. On the worst day. But worse than Nebraska. They can beat you bad. And now you basically, I thought that maybe about the third quarter, then they was going to let up on you. They're going to be whooping you in the first quarter now. 21-0, 28-0. Watch. Clip it. First quarter. They're going to beat you like you stole something. What is this new thing? Like, it can't be good TV. The TV already there. You want to be known for getting your butt whooped? Like, I'm going to get whooped anyway. I might as well. Like, what is this? Who talks junk to Coach Prime? He's the master at, what do they call it? Jitsu, Tai Chi, flipping it right back on you. Jiu-Jitsu. I think that's what it's called. He's a master at taking all the nonsense and flipping on you and make a song out of it, video, and go viral. What is this? Maybe you in on the butt whipping. Maybe you like the people in the boxing days where they take the fall for the $1 million. Maybe you're taking the fall. You ain't have to take the fall. They're going to knock you out anyway. But you decide to poke at a man and be personal. Like, that ain't who you want to do that with. You ain't even good enough to do it. You mess around. You get your butt whooped so bad as you might not even have a job next year. Like, how long do you get whooped at your school before they get rid of you? They might whoop you and then put one of his coaches over there at your school. What in the world are you doing? You must be ready to retire. God. Who has it worked for? Who is Swag? Who is Pat? Who has it worked for? Who has it worked for? Who's Coach Prime, the Bear, now the Buff, and it worked. Who has it benefited? It's not funny. You can't whoop them. Why do it? This is amazing to me. You go on a national stage, press conference, wherever. I don't care if it's a video. I don't care if it's a secret. Why? I guess you know you're going to get whooped so bad you're just going to talk junk. It's your only way of getting points on the board, by insulting them. That's how you get points, because you're not going to get them on the real board. They might just goose edge you. Now, they was going to let you get about 7 points. They ain't going to let you get a field goal. It was nice in Nebraska. Shador was what? 6 yards away from getting 400 yards. They really could have left him in the game and buried y'all and got a record. Or been in first place passing off of y'all. He pulled the guy out with less than 2 minutes left in the game. Back up, get in, fumble, give you a ball in scoring position. Put the reserves in, you get a long run. Get a touchdown like with 1 second left on the clock. That's Nebraska, right? Y'all ain't Nebraska. Nebraska will beat y'all 50 to zip. But you, like, who does that? It's like a kid. I guess that's the culture of the world now. It's like kids disrespecting adults, and you're like 4'3" cussing out a 6'9" man. Like, you must want to get destroyed. That ain't even football. That's what children do. That's not what grown men do. I haven't even had a chance to even talk about it, this game. Like, every week I try to, like, and it ain't even been worth it, really, like, for me to research it. I seen a couple players do a press conference, and it was almost like shaking. One of them, I don't know what kind of athlete he was. And then the other one, I don't know, he's a quarterback or receiver or something. Y'all gonna get destroyed on national TV. Not only on national TV, with everybody in the nation watching you get destroyed. This might be enough to let people know how sorry of a coach you are. You can be sorry out of the public eye, but to be in the public eye and get whooped, it's different. Like, people can actually see how sorry you are now that you're going to be on Big Noon and on College Game Day, and the whole world is watching to see who's going to get whooped next, and it's you. This might be your last straw. This might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You put a spotlight on yourself you didn't need to put on. That spotlight didn't need to be on you. You was going to get beat anyway. Now you talking junk and get beat. Now people looking at you, they weren't even looking at you. They weren't even checking for you. You could get whooped and go home. Nobody think twice, because everybody expected you to get beat. Then nobody would know your name. You had put a target on your back. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the end of your career. I mean, because you just ain't going to sit on a D1 coaching position. There's plenty of guys want that job. You got slaughtered by Washington State. You're going to get slaughtered this week. How many slaughterings do you get and get to keep your job? That's what you just did. You just fired yourself by going against an opponent that you shouldn't even want that to be the measuring stick. Nobody would have used it as the measuring stick, but you just did. In the name of, I don't know. Not good for you, sir. Not good at all. But Greg said it. We're going to see what's happened. See if it happened just like I said. Talk to y'all soon.